Welcome back to another episode of Ruthless TV, where I break down our kind of people, scene by scene. Now, let's get into this video. Now, it's no secret that Raymond and Leah are having some marital issues, and we have evidence of this in the last episode when they were both attending marriage counseling. From the very beginning, when they were showing the trailer previews before the show even premiered, we could see that there was trouble brewing in paradise. When we initially saw this power couple, Raymond told her that he was looking forward to getting their marriage back on track. So they entered onto the scene already having issues. There was a whole lot that was revealed in the counseling session. Besides the fact that both Leah and Teddy treat Raymond like he's some low-life deadbeat dad, there are other issues that trouble the Franklin DuPont marriage. Now, as soon as Leah stepped into the counseling session, Raymond sounded off, and he let the counselor know that Teddy is one of the biggest problems in their marriage, and it's because of Teddy's insatiable desire to control everything. And this control is also spilling over into Raymond's business. Raymond said that he wanted Teddy gone, and I'm not so sure if this was a play on words or if he wants Teddy 6 feet under, or just as Leah said, a little less involved. Now, the counselor started rambling the facts of having a third consciousness in Leah's defense, but Raymond quickly shifted the focus for Leah being more of a wife as opposed to a businesswoman. Leah's focus is clearly on the reputation and legacy of her family, and Raymond wants her to switch priorities and put their marriage first. The doctor says that he can see that there's still love there left in their marriage, but they need to take some time and see each other again and take off the masks, peel back the layers to see if they still like each other, for who they really are. And I can really see how Raymond would be frustrated playing second fiddle to Leah's father, always being second best in Leah's eyes. Can you imagine having a whole company, a successful company at that, and lost the company behind shady, irresponsible dealings by your partner? And we're not even going to dive deep into the bailout or what Jack did, and even the fact that he's got a whole situation going on with Leah. Although Raymond is completely in the dark about the obvious betrayal of his childhood friend / business partner and his wife. So because he's unaware of it, we're not going to include that. We won't include it yet. So not only does Raymond have to deal with Teddy interfering in the marriage, but he also has a hand up on Raymond in business and holding all the cards. And this leaves us wondering if there's something else troubling Teddy when it comes to Raymond. Why does he want to hold so much control over Raymond? That's his son-in-law. Now I want to talk about this dinner that Leah planned. She planned an intimate dinner with Raymond, and Teddy overtalked her and told her that he needed the stadium deal closed ASAP. So I can also see Leah's dilemma as well, but this is a constant issue. This is not the first time. And I also wanted to point out the fact that Raymond took a business meeting and he was trying to get funding like an investor to buy Darman back from Teddy. And naturally, this potential investor would need a copy of the projected earnings for Darman. And Raymond here couldn't get a copy of the report because he's been locked out of the books. Now, I'm not a man by any means, but I know that Raymond felt like his balls had been handed to him in this moment. Now, in this dinner that Raymond threw, I guess he was waiting for her once again. She was late, because she took that meeting with her dad. And he actually said that the problems in their marriage started with Teddy. It started when he bailed Darman out, which may also be leading us right back to his good old buddy Jack. Raymond said that he's head of the family and he feels a certain way when he has to look at Leah as his boss and not his wife. And the mere fact that Leah pretended not to know why Raymond could get a copy of his own earnings in his own company, it proved to Raymond that she's always going to have her father's back. So he pretty much gave her an ultimatum and told her that she's going to have to decide as to who she's going to stand beside, her father or her husband. And right at the end of the episode, we saw how desperate Raymond is, and he's getting his ex-wife Alex involved. And she's a financial reporter to help him take Teddy down. So clearly Teddy is trying to keep Darman and he has to get it back. So who do you guys think Leah is going to side with? Drop me a note in the comments to let me know. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Ruthless TV. If you're a fan of our kind of people, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, as I will be doing scene breakdowns until the season ends. Thanks once again, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.